Hello and welcome to another episode of Ghosts of England. Today we'll take a look at 12 reports from the county of Hertfordshire. Number 1. Blind George. An account coming in from 1870 in Anstey. After a drinking session, a blind fiddler by the name of George said that he would travel to the far reach of the Devil's Hole cave. George went in with his dog. The villagers followed the sound of his fiddle from above. About halfway through, the sound of the fiddle stopped and there was a loud shriek. The villagers ran back to the entrance of the cave to see George's dog fleeing from the cave. Its fur was singed. George was never seen again, but every now and then people have heard the music of a fiddle being played coming from the cave. Number 2. Crying Child. From Hinksworth Place in Baldock, a rather odd report comes in. A young child had dressed up as a ghost in an attempt to scare the maid. In the maid's fear, she ended up accidentally killing the young child. The child's cries and screams can be heard throughout the building. It would seem that the child no longer needs to pretend to be a ghost. Number 3. Vanishing Biker. A report from 1976 along the road passing Berkhamsted Golf Club. A driver had caught up with a motorbike. The rider and bike were visible as the driver remained behind. A little further down the road, the bike suddenly vanished. The driver feared that the rider may have gone down a ditch, so promptly stopped his car to have a look, but could find no trace of a rider or bike. Number 4. Grey Lady. In 1922, a mother and child walking down Water Lane in Bishop Stortford had an otherworldly visit, as a woman in grey silently drifted past them both in the street. The local legend says that this shade makes several stops all over the village before heading towards the church. Number 5. Girl in a Red Dress. A report from the 1990s. On a train line in Welwyn, a train guard looked out of the window to see a girl on the bank wearing an old-fashioned red dress. The guard looked away for only a second and the girl had vanished. When talking about the incident to another member of staff, the guard was told that train drivers had seen the same girl a few years previous. Number 6. The Ghostly Puncher. A former worker of the Cottage Public House in Welwyn Garden City reported that on one night whilst leaving the building he felt a quick jab to his ribs. He turned round quickly to see if it was another member of staff, but he soon discovered that he was alone in the room. Number 7. Betty Deakin. As the report goes, Becky Deakin had drowned herself in the village pond near St Paul's Walden in 1860. Her spirit was supposed to appear at dusk to scare choir boys coming home from practice. Other reports say that she can be seen in the area where her house once stood. Number 8. Chanting Monks. A story regarding Amwelbury House in Ware says that monks will materialise and chant in front of the property the night before snow will come. When you think about it, that's actually pretty nice of them to give them a heads up. Number 9. Drowned Man. The Jennings farm in Ware is said to be haunted by the spirit of a man that had committed suicide by drowning on the farm. His figure has been seen all over site on several occasions. Number 10. Figure with Scars. This is a rather particularly terrifying report that comes in. From a set of woods in Ware, there is a dark hooded figure that runs around the woods. The entity has scars all over its skin and has slit pupils. What makes this entity particularly scary is the fact that the figure has a reputation for chasing any person that happens to see him. Number 11. Ghost Car. On Ware High Street at the roundabout near the Waterfront Public House, a report from 1998 states that an old-fashioned car materialised in the middle of the road, causing a female driver to perform an emergency stop. The car vanished as quickly as it had arrived, leaving one witness and the driver very confused and scared. And finally, number 12. The Hitchhiker. On a road in South Mimms, a figure has been reported waving down passing vehicles on many occasions by motorists and even by a priest on a bike. Though once anyone pulls over to assist the man, he promptly disappears. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. If you like the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe.